Hispanic culture in America today is a celebration of art,
It really seemed to brighten up the area.
music,
It makes me proud to be Mexicana.
food,
Feeding people is a blessing.
This is our culture, this is our roots.
sports,
I would love to be part of a beautiful history.
Just being able to represent, I think that's really big.
and history.
Going through our factories like stepping back in time.
This is the church for the Hispanics from the very beginning.
Nexstar television stations across the nation set out to celebrate Hispanic heritage in 2020, recognizing the contributions of Hispanic Americans to the history, culture, and achievements of our country in all the communities we serve.
In Denver, KDVR highlighted one of the very few Hispanic-owned breweries in the nation. Raíces translates to roots in Spanish. Jose Bateta recently planted his roots in Denver, Colorado, but Jose was raised in Costa Rica. His family immigrated to the U.S. when he was 13 years old without immigration papers in hopes of a better life. Every aspect of Raíces is infused with Latino culture. Jose hopes that it taps into the next generation of business owners and change makers.
If we're able to impact young people and say, hey, be proud of where you came from, you feel better about yourself, and you make bigger goals for yourself.
In Tampa, WFLA profiled Ballet Folklorico troops as they thrive during the pandemic. Pride and passion create the rhythm of Grupo Folklorico Bahetsi. The dedication and discipline of nearly 60 children beautifully showcase the history of 12 of Mexico's 31 states through dance.
When we dance, we pass on that message to others that we're a culture and we have many beautiful things to us.
Dance lessons become history lessons, and dozens of community performances each month offer these kids valuable life lessons.
Here in Indianapolis, WXIN showed the nation how the starting puncher for the Indianapolis Colts is paving the way for future Hispanic athletes.
Both my parents are from Mexico, and they came to the United States for a better opportunity for their kids.
Rigoberto has made the most of his opportunity and is now a proud role model for young Hispanics, a fact that he came face to face with at a recent camp.
They were really surprised that I was able to speak Spanish. It's awesome to be around all these Hispanic kids that have dreams, to one day become professionals or doctors or whatever it is.
In Austin, KXAN focused on a woman who created a touching dedication to honor Latinos who died from COVID-19.
Dia de los Muertos is a tradition that goes back centuries.
Ramirez is preparing an ofrenda. The altar is filled and lined with decorative skulls to represent loved ones. You'll also find their favorite food and drinks as well as personal belongings. A salt cross purifies the soul. Papel picado symbolizes the wind. Vibrant flowers attract the spirit, while candles light the way.
Here in Wichita, KSNW introduced viewers to Eddie Sandoval, who started a business that helps support a Mexican community.
Pinole, a nutrient-rich ground corn used in tortillas, baked goods, and drinks, was a family ingredient that he wanted to share.
We'd always bring back pinole because you couldn't find it here.
As he was struggling to find a job, he decided to create his own business from his own garage.
They couldn't believe, I was about to graduate with a finance degree, and I was gonna give it all up just to be grinding corn the rest of my life.
He says his heritage motivated him to work hard and give back by donating part of his proceeds to the Tarahumara community.
And here at WGN in Chicago, we brought the country the inspirational story of Dr. Juanita Mora, who turned her practice into a life-saving facility during the pandemic.
We're gonna open our doors to helping this community navigate this pandemic.
Not only did Dr. Mora treat COVID-19 patients at her office, but she also advocated at their place of employment.
I got to call those offices and say, this is Dr. Mora, and I am recommending at this time that all workers wear protective gear. I'd write letters and I'd send them and fax them too.
These are just a few of the uplifting stories our journalists across the Nexstar nation created to honor Hispanic Heritage Month. In all, Nexstar journalists from 115 markets across Nexstar nation did what they do best. Together, they produced 500 unique stories which honored the local contributions of Hispanic Americans. Those stories aired over 1,900 times and captivated millions of viewers during this amazing month-long celebration. It's all a part of our ongoing effort to engage and connect with those local communities and celebrate diversity throughout Nexstar Nation.